Probably my greatest moment and my worst moment in snooker was when I won the UK final in 1979. The scheduled start time all the way through the tournament would have been 2 o'clock. But because we were going to show it on grandstand in the afternoon, they'd moved the start time forward to 1 o'clock.
Nigel Oldfield was the tournament director, and he knocked my dressing room door just after 1 o'clock. It was a 1 o'clock kick-off, this was, the last day. He said that I'm deducting 2 frames away from John Virgo because he's late.
So you can imagine my horror. I get a phone call, "Where are you?" And I was staying about 10 miles outside of Preston. And I said, "Well, I'm in my hotel, we don't start till 2. "No, you've got to be here now, 10 minutes, you're on." So I panicked, obviously, jumped in the car. You know what it's like, Saturday morning, the traffic in Preston, everybody, all the shoppers are out, you know, so I've ran through the car park, got there.
So in comes John, you can imagine, huffing and puffing. So I was there thinking, well, I'm not having this. So I've told Nigel Oldfield, look, I'm not accepting these 2 frames. I said, it's wrong. And he said, well, you've got no choice. I said, that's the rules and that's how it's got to be. So anyway, we went out to play. And John couldn't stand up. So we only played 2 frames because there were 2 frames deducted as an interval.
So from being 11-7 in front, I was 11-9 in front. And I always remember kicking my dressing room door.
In those days, John didn't used to talk to a lot of people. He was a little bit kept to himself. He was a little bit miserable, to be honest with you. But I thought, well, look, I'll knock the door. I felt so bad about it. I knocked the door. And the door, I said, look, John, I'm sorry about all this, I said, but I said, you know, if it makes you feel any better, I'll sort of share the prize money with you. Like I would, you know, thinking, just doing something nice. And John's looked at me in the only way John can look at somebody and gone,
"Split the money? You ain't won it yet. Get out."
And I looked at him and thought, okay. So I walked out to the door, went in my dressing room, I'm thinking, what did I do that for?
I shouldn't have said, and I know it was a nice gesture from his part, but my head was in a jar, and anyway, eventually I went on to beat Terry 14-13, you know, but I don't remember it with any great fond memories. And the worst thing, of course, what happened just when we got near the last couple of frames, I've looked and all the cameras are there, just like Daleks with no one behind them. The BBC cameraman had gone on strike. So I haven't even got a record of it on film. All I remember is telling Terry to get out my dressing room.